Unraveling the mysterious disappearance of Lily and Jack in Nova Scotia.
Looking into the true crime and missing children, all missing children. They all matter. All of them matter, all right? So welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Had brown eyes. All right, we're going to get into that. I don't know if you didn't see the pictures very much, but we're going to get into all that. Stepmom and stepdad had very blue eyes. These children do look like that. They do look like they have brown eyes. Let's take a look at that, all right? Lily, 6, Jack, 4. Both children live with their mother, Malia Brooks, stepfather, Daniel Martell, on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County, Nova Scotia. That's a mouthful, all right? So disappearance is when the parents called it in. Now, they were reported missing around 10 a.m. I'm speculating that they were missing before that. Now, I don't know if it was a day or two before that or 2 hours before that. According to their mother, Malia, all right, Brooks Murray, she woke up that morning to the sound of the children playing in the next room, briefly fell back asleep, but woke again and discovered they're no longer in the house. She says she immediately called 911. Stepfather has been deeply involved in the efforts. You're going to see here soon. He describes them as awesome kids. We're also going to play the screaming at the top of the lungs video, noting Jack's love for the bugs and dinosaurs and how Lily, while fond of girly things, often followed her brother's lead. All right? Even though Lily is 6 and Jack is 4. So, family members raised concerns about the possibility of abduction and urged authorities to expand the search. Right? This is coming from the beginning. Now, Lily and Jack are members of the Sipke, I'm not even sure how to say that, Sipkini Katik First Nation. I don't know how to say that, guys. In response to the case, Chief Michelle Glasgow publicly questioned the decision not to issue an Amber Alert. Now, you guys should talk about that in chat because I don't know why they didn't do an Amber Alert. That's interesting. I mean, what would it have really cost them to do that? So let's look at the timeline and then we'll get into the actual pictures and search efforts so you know what's going on. Now, that's a good possibility too, but where are they? Where are they? All right. All right, but he said it in past tense. There's a few of those. There's a few of the past tenses, right? Much wasted time when they don't issue an Amber Alert. That's what I'm saying. You normally issue an Amber Alert at the very beginning. But being at a school for 2 days is for having a cough. A cough is no big deal nowadays, guys. You send your children to school. If they don't have a fever, the schools are pretty strict nowadays. I know. I have a child in school, all right? Yeah, I do wish they would. Again, this is in Nova Scotia, Canada, so much different than here in the United States and even California. What's up, Ashton Lee? Good to see you, my friend. Let's go over this timeline so we can get down to the other things that you guys want to talk about. All right, so Friday. It's Friday, May 2nd, all right? They call. Children were last seen playing in the yard. But according to who? Now, RCMP and emergency responders began search efforts immediately. Now, that's immediately depending on what the parents said, if that's true. Now, May 2nd through 4th, everybody's streaming this. Massive multi-agency search is launched. Over 160 trained searchers, including RCMP, volunteer, ground search, rescue team. I'm going to show you pictures. Infrared technology to sweep the forested terrain surrounding the home. No children, guys. The search area expands to approximately 4 square kilometers. Again, this is in Canada. All right, May 5th, RCMP state there's no evidence of foul play or abduction. Now, this hasn't changed. There's no people of interest. An Amber Alert is still not issued. A vulnerable persons alert is broadcast locally. Now, the community rallies, everybody's doing their thing, food donations. Where's the mom going? What's going on with the parents? All right. Items are found, including a child's clothing and water bottle. Children's stepfather states the items do not belong to Jack or Lily, raising questions about their origin. Children's family urges RCMP to expand the search, borders, airports, suggesting a possible abduction. That's on the 6th. 7th, which is almost a week ago, guys, they announced scaling back after 6 days. All right. So that's it. Fewer search They don't think they're out there. They stated that, right? There's no indication of foul play still, and as a result, still no Amber Alert. They've scaled down, and now we're out here looking. All right. Now, this is the chief and counsel of the SIPCNY. I'm going to go with that. Right. This is still on the 7th. We got chief and counsel, entire community, looking for these children. Jack 4, Lily 6 that have gone missing. Thoughts and prayers, all that stuff from the community on the 6th. You've got the May 6th community notice there, and we're on May 13th, guys. All right, so that's one of the best timelines that I've seen thus far. Now I'm going to share some pictures and things of the parents, and please notice this. I'll stop for a second and chat with you guys. I want you to notice how well taken care of they look. I mean, when I say that, I mean that mother doesn't look malnourished. The guy he's a little bit skinny, but when I look at their eyes every single time, guys, I'm seeing those blue eyes with their eyes either dilated or really small. All right, now we're gonna get into the cadaver dogs and everything else. Thank you, Emily Jane, for being a member and a friend and a family member of Guilty of Crime for 5 months. All right, so look at the parents, guys. Look at the parents. I mean, I could zoom in real big on those pupils, and I can see it in almost every photo. All right. Yeah, they absolutely both do. And when I show you the pictures of that property, I know you've probably seen them, but I'm going to show it again with some labels, and you're going to say, Jay, the reason he offered a DRUG test is because he was on DRUG. They weren't paying attention. Something happened. That mother's was